today? Been a little while. I'm just getting that around here. Finally getting down to one farm, moving some hay. You'll see the way again behind me. I usually have this way out. Well, way out. I usually have this out of the field a long time before now. But I really didn't need the feed at the time, so I didn't really have a room for it. So I'm like, well, I'll get to it when I get to it. So it's like the talk of the town. Everybody worried about when I'm going to get that hay hauled out of there. Had people calling, wanting to go take it, and like, I don't think so. I got 200 rolls down, and I'll get to them when I get to them. So, and it finally turned cold enough. It's like minus 20 this morning. I hauled some. What's today? I don't know what day this is, but I hauled some a few days ago, and the ground really wasn't that stiff, but it is what it is, right? So, anyways, we kind of made it. We got one day in then. I mean, it's not ideal hauling with this tractor, but I'm hauling 11 rolls to a load. I got to kind of pick and choose because there's a lot of hilly ground, so I don't, like here, I'm coming down the low ground, I'll put half a load on, then I go up the top of the hill and I'll put a load on, then I boot it around. So, yeah. So it's not that bad, really. But the fast hitch makes a big difference. There. I don't even get out of the tractor cab. You know, I leave it up in there. I got rolls everywhere here. So, yeah. Oh, it's been quite a while. I've been busy. I never died or anything. Actually haven't even really been watching too much YouTube or doing anything. I'd like to get back into it. It's so hard. I got so much on the go, and you're trying to do things. You know how it is. But anyways, I thought I'd just make a brief appearance and kind of let everybody know I'm still alive. Can't kill me that easy. But anyways, I got farm still doing pretty good. Still running 2 farms. I was able to secure some more land. I bought another farm. More hay ground, I guess, more than anything. So it's just a matter of trying to get everything balanced. I haven't even started spreading chicken manure. I've been so busy with the market. We're gonna give her another gear here. So, you know, I hate to say I've stretched myself thin, but anyway, I got a fella supposed to come help me here this summer. He's going to take time off his work and come work for me. So, older fella, he farmed before. That's kind of what you got to have. It's kind of somebody retired or somebody that's been around this stuff before, right? You can throw on tractors and this and that. So, and my kids are getting older, so they're doing more and more all the time. So, which is really cool. It's kind of neat to see them growing, right? So, yeah. Well, it's a bit of a haul. It takes me an hour and 15 minutes to get over here in the morning, but it's like anything. Like, you think, you know, if I brought the tractor down, you left it, first of all, I can't plug it in, right? It's like 20 below. So, if I did that, mess with the tractor, get it going, use the truck to haul, well, this isn't that much snow, but it's enough when you put a load on that gooseneck that I'm spinning and glomming a lot more than I really want to, right? So, anyways, it's easier for me just to, and then go home and deal with the tractor cold at the other farm and get it going and unload, then get back down here, and then that's tractor's cold again, right? So yeah, I'm burning a lot more fuel, one machine, but you just got to put the time in. It's basically what you got to do, right? So I'll show you how we unhook it here. Basically, I just kind of judge it here like this, where I want to put her. Step on the brake, and one latches, and I drive right away. Yeah, so it works out pretty slick. So, anyways, I got just the way it is. This tractor isn't overpowered by any means, but it's quite respectable. I'm hauling 11 of these big rolls up the road. You know, can't go right in road gear, and I only got one hill that I have to drop a gear. I just put her in like high 4, low on the power shift. I only got 2-speed. And I do that, and then just let her eat. Set her at 2,000 RPMs, and like I said, I got one hill. It's just easier to drop the gear at the bottom of the hill, put her down in third, and then set her at 2 and right up the top of her, give her another gear, and then haul her home. But it takes me about 35 minutes to get to the farm, that farm. Like I say, I had this tractor at the other farm because I'm loading hay there, right? And well, you know, hay customers and things coming. So this here just goes, these are kind of bales that I take out and then we bale graze these. I guess I call it bale graze, but they all stay out in the woods, those cows. And your water's out there, we just keep putting hay out for them, right? When you bring them in April, right now they're on the pad because I had a couple calves that were coming that were out of my schedule. I should have burgered the darn things, but I didn't. So I ended up keeping them, and they calved. And now the other calf just was born the other day, so we'll give it a little bit of time, get its feet under itself, and then we'll kick it out back when they go out there. But I run a few bale feeders out there. I think I've had you guys out, maybe I haven't last winter, but basically I just set out like half a dozen bales every 3 days, and they maul them all out and lay in them. Yeah, it's a heck of a looking mess. Then you go springtime, you take the dozer, shove it in a big pile, let it rot, spread it or sell it or whatever you want to do. But it cuts my workload down, so I'm able to keep spreading chicken manure. Otherwise, I can't get the manure to spread. So we got a few tractors down. We got the 1690 injector line broke last summer. So I've been so busy, I didn't mess with it, so I couldn't get a new line from Case. So I ended up taking it to an injector shop. They have a spot, they send them away and have them made. So I did that, you know, with good intentions that it was gonna come back ready to bolt on. Well, the darn thing come and it wasn't even made right. It was like, well, shit, it takes a week to send it away, and then you get it back, and it was a $300 line, right? So it's not like it was a $50 line or a $20 line. So, and then it didn't fit, so I called them, and I'm like, I mean, you're talking 2.5 hours away just to get it there, and then they got to send it away. So, anyways, I was a little pissed off about it, but it is what it is. I got to get it back there and either send it back or find another line that I can just buy and put on the tractor, and then I can use that one. But my AGCO's down, PTO was always noisy in it when I rebuilt it all. I mean, I put a lot of money in that PTO. And if you look way back, you know, 5-6 years ago, there's a lot of videos of me working on that one. But anyway, it's noisy, but the PTO is kicking out. So I'm hoping it's just the sensor, but there's definitely always been this noise, like a clanging noise. And I think I have it figured out how I'm going to check it. I think it might be just a bearing needs shimmed. But I just like time, right? I haven't got time to mess with it right now. So I dug the old 1070 case out, took the loader off it, and we're gonna throw the shit spreader on her, and she's going to work. Oh, little girl hasn't been out for a while, but all I need is a heater and a radio, and I'm happy. The whole thing always worked good, and it's definitely better on fuel than that AGCO was. So, yeah, it's 2-wheel drive is what it is. She gets in a mess, I'll throw some chains on it, but I'm hauling small loads with that. You know, with the chicken manure, I can't load right up, so it's not like great heavy. And that's got them 20.838, so it stays afloat pretty decent. And if it gets that bad, then I can just hook up to this 3060, use 4-wheel drive. But I need another tractor. I don't know what I want to do. I don't want anything too new, and I don't want anything with 12,000 hours. If I'm gonna make payments on something, I need something a little bit lower than that. Can't afford a new, but I mean, geez, anything with 4,000 hours is 100 grand, 120 grand. So I need 4-wheel drive and a loader, a cab. Something easy for me to put somebody on, you know. I don't know. It's kind of nice if you could get to something that's all the same, and then everybody can get on it and run them. But I run so many different of these old tractors that they're all different. And I know how to run them, but you put somebody on, then you got this whole training process, right? And yeah, you know how that goes. So anyways, we're going to venture into the spring, and hopefully things smooth it out for me a little bit. Like with the market, it was kind of a learning curve. So, well, learning curve, we're doing really well. Biggest thing is a little more work than I thought it'd be. And then you kept growing, right? So, you know, so you're always hauling animals, and you're always picking up meat. And then we got into like other things like popcorn chicken, and, you know, we got into chicken, we got into selling turkeys, and a lot of things, you know, all the stuff that you can make a little bit of money on. And my daughter handles it all, so I can't complain at all, to be honest with you, because she does all the work, you know. And yeah, that's a godsend, to be honest with you. She's 11, and I swear you never see anybody sound like it, right? I mean, those kids have been around me since, you know, they can walk. I take them with me when I'd be selling grease or whatever, and so they're always, you know, around that. And then, but she's kind of, I hate to say, I mean, I trained her, but she has no bones about asking for money. That was always my problem. I hated when you had to come to the point of asking for your money, right? I'm getting better at it now. I'm just like, where's my money, you know? But she doesn't bother her a bit. Somebody comes in, they haven't got any money, they'll order a whole bunch of stuff. They come in, well, I haven't got any money. And then she'll pick it right back up, set it back in the freezer, and go sit in her chair. Doesn't bother her a bit. So, yeah, she's a good kid. Tim, he's helping out. He wants to get started spreading manure. That's why I got to look for another tractor, something that he can get in with like a power shuttle. And I mean, he's only 8, right? So he has trouble reaching the pedals. But he knows his stuff. I've had people come and I get him to move the tractor. He get in, he can show them, he can train everybody how to run each tractor. Like he knows everything about them. And he's a trucker. So this summer we're going to get that old 3-ton rigged up, and he's going to haul hay with that 3-ton around the field. At least be able to move it so I can put a load on. You just had somebody moving stuff, driving a little bit, right? It makes my life so much easier. So anyways, that's kind of how things are going. Nothing really that exciting. I haven't really made any huge purchases or anything other than trying to secure some land. Everything's so crazy right now, the price of the stuff, right? But yeah, it is what it is, right? Oh, and this fuel thing is not helping any. It's just getting ridiculous. It dropped some now, so that's kind of got me a little motivated to get this moved. But jumping, I mean, this isn't a huge tractor, but tank a day, you know, trying to run 9 hours. I never was too impressed. I always thought it was hard on fuel, but I kind of, you know how it is, you run everything, you get to know what's good on fuel and what's not. Them old David Browns, I'll tell you, they were remarkable. I never see anything as good on fuel as those. That old 990, I mean, they're wore right completely out in that 1690, and I mean, that 1690, I go spread manure with that a gallon an hour. I know very well this thing's running like 3.5 an hour. Like my 1070 is better on fuel than this, but it is nice going down the road. This one's a little more comfortable, not as loud, so it is what it is, right? Anyhow, just get this here loaded up, and I can get the heck out of here and get this load done. So I'm hoping for 5 load today, 11 bales, so that's 55 bales, and then we got a mess of rain coming on the weekend, so I want to get this tidied up, and if I remember I can get out, then I will try to get a video when I move the cows out. Right now they're on the pad, and then the other farm we have finishing ones, one steers and things we're finishing, so they're fed differently. It's the cows out here, they go out, and I mean, I don't calve till on grass now, so I give these ones here just dry hay and a little bit of grain, not a whole lot, a little bit, and they're in good shape, and then bring them in April when he starts to get muddy, so they're not in mud, and then I can keep everything cleaned out. But that adds so much work. As soon as you start that skid steer and get in the barn, you're bedding down, like, man, it adds 3 hours a day to me. You know, and I can go out there and start a tractor and haul 6 bales out there in 45 minutes, and make sure they got lots of salt blocks, and they find the water, they know where the water is. So, you know, check on things, and geez, they seem so much healthier when they're out and they're just, you know, they got lots of shelter there in the woods and things, and I don't know, everybody has their own opinion, I guess, but I like clean cows, and they're all matted up, you know, in the shit and dirty. That's when you got problems, right? So I don't like that. I try to keep them clean, but that all, like, hey, when you put them in a barnyard, then you're tying her up in straw, tying, cleaning. And I ran some more concrete. Oh, I guess I have a whole bunch of things I haven't showed you. But anyway, we'll do kind of an update. I'll get things going here a little better, and maybe start making some videos. Nice to get one up a week or something. So anyway, we'll talk at you later.